This fish is absolutely tanking.
50 quid of DNA products.
Bang on 50. Bang on 50?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's the king of the pond. That is absolutely insane. Off she goes. Jeez. Mega fish. Oh, that's a good one. Welcome to a new video. I am back on the bank, as you can probably tell, and a little bit of a different start. Yes, I'm already fishing, the rods are out in the pond, and the reason for that is I actually got here really late last night. Now, I have come back up to Oxfordshire. I am back on the Embryo Syndicate Fields Lake, and the reason I'm back up here is because I'm actually dropping my ticket. I've only got about 4 weeks left on the ticket, and there are some incredible fish in here, some really big fish, and I really want to catch one of the A team. Now, I have caught quite a few of them, but there's a couple that have eluded me, and I would really like to get one of them because a couple of them are actually the bigger fish in the lake. There's probably about 10 fish at least over 40 pound in there now, loads of other backup fish, a lot of upper 30s. So at any point I could get a bite and it could be an absolute season changer for me. So yes, there are some mega fish in here, and you probably think, why are you dropping a ticket? But I have been on there for quite a few years, and it feels like it's time to move on. So I'm hoping I can finish it off and round it up in style by catching one of the chunks, but we shall see what happens. But anyway, I got here late last night. The missus gave me the green light to come out quite sort of last minute. So I got the kit ready, got it in the van, got up here, and it's probably midnight at least by the time I got here. Now, all I've done is I've just put 2 solid bags out. I've put one on a single, out to where I saw a couple of fish so in the darkness, and I've just left it at that. Now, to be honest, the rods have probably only been fishing about 6 hours. I got no sleep last night because there was a massive thunderstorm just after getting the rod sorted. It poured down with rain, huge thunder and lightning, and not only did that keep me up, but I ended up sitting where I am now and just watching the light show. It was a very impressive storm. I absolutely love thunderstorms. There's something about them, something about being outdoors in that kind of situation. I absolutely love it. And to be fair, I just sort of sat there like a little sort of kid at Christmas, sort of watching it unfold. It was really cool. And because of that, I didn't actually get any sleep. So I am pretty tired now, but we've got all today. I've got tonight as well, and a bit of time tomorrow, so I've got plenty of time to try and make it happen. Now, the weather's looking good. It's really mild. It's actually quite humid, which is probably why we had the storm. So it does look good for a bite, and actually there's been a couple of really good fish caught recently. This last week there's been a couple of big 30s, one of the 40s at 43 come out, so it looks like some of the bigger fish are coming out at the moment and are on the feed. So I am hoping that one of those is going to fall to my rods, and I'm going to round off my time on here in absolute style. That is the plan anyway. But for now, I'm going to finish my coffee, I'm going to watch the water, and hopefully we can show you an absolute mega one in this video. That's the plan anyway. Well, I've just reeled all 3 rods in and they were all fishing absolutely perfect, to be honest, but I've decided to redo them all, get some fresh attraction out there. I'm fishing 2 on a solid bag, so I can get a load of liquids in there as well. I do think when they first go out, that's obviously when they're the most attractive, and the first couple of hours is going to be when they're at their prime. I do think after a while, you know, the liquids and everything starts to wash out of them, and they're not going to be as attractive as they are when they initially go out there. Doesn't mean you're not going to get a bite on them, but I do think if you're going to be roving rods around like I am at the moment and just trying to nick a bite, the fresher the bag, the more chance you've probably got of actually getting a bite and getting a reaction from it. Now, I've got 2 rods on the solids, and I have got 1 rod just fishing with a single, with like a little mesh bag, and I'm just roving them around, just trying to fish out the swim, try and see if I can find where there might be a little pocket of fish, and maybe if I do find some fish, I might then look at putting a bit of bait on it. But for the time being, I'm just going to be moving the rods around, searching out the water in front of me, and hopefully I will fall on a fish. Now, I have been watching the water for a bit and I haven't actually seen anything showing this morning, which is a little bit disheartening, but because of that, I think being active with the rods, keep recasting them, moving them around, trying to actually fish the swim in front of me, searching it out is probably the best way to try and get a bite at the moment. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's get some fresh bags on these and send them out into the pond. Right, I've got a fresh solid bag on. I'm actually going to send it out towards an area where I've caught quite a few in the past when fishing over a bit of bait. It is an area that seems to do a few fish, so let's send it out. Second rod going out. Another one on a solid. This one's going to go out a little bit more in front of me. Nice. It's a bit further, that one. Right, that's the 2 solids out. Now the single. I'm actually going to send this down to my left. All out. The rods are back out then. I've got 2 on solid bags, 1 on a leg clip with a little mesh bag and a wafter. So kind of similar tactics, just offering a slightly different presentation. And obviously the solid bags are offering a little bit more food than what the leg clip setup is. But anyway, they're all out there. I've sent the 2 solid bags kind of out in front of me towards an area which I've caught from well in the past. Normally fishing over bait, but at the moment, I don't think the fish are really having a lot of food. I think they are fishing very sort of lightly and just picking up bits here and there, as a lot of people I think have been catching on like singles and solid bags and little mesh bags, that sort of thing. So that's actually what I caught on last time, and the bait produced absolutely nothing. So at the moment, I think that's the best way to go. Having said that, if I do see some fish show, I may introduce a bit of bait, just because I am so confident fishing over bait on here, because they are big fish and big fish eat a lot of food. But anyway, the rods are out, we're fishing again. So yeah, got some nice fresh baits out there, loads of attraction, loads of scent going out into the water column. Hopefully it's going to be enough to draw a few in, but like I said, I've got all day today. I've got tonight and I've got tomorrow as well. Wow, tomorrow morning. So there's plenty of time to try and have one and make something happen. So I'm going to keep my eyes on the water as much as I can, and hopefully something will give itself away and I'll have a chance of having a fish. So we will see what happens. And as I say that, something has gone in my eye. Oh, jeez. And we'll end it there. Jeez. Well, how about that? I haven't got the GoPro on, and I've got no idea if the camera's in focus, but I've literally put the rods back out. They've probably been out about, I don't know, half an hour, maybe even 20 minutes. And the middle rod is absolutely ripped. This fish is absolutely tanking. It has taken quite a serious amount of line, if I'm honest. Absolutely rucking. It is actually currently taking line that hasn't even been off the spool before. And by the feel of it, could do with a bit of bedding down. But Jesus Christ, this thing is absolutely rucking. Christ. I can't believe how much line it's taken. Jeez. Oh my days. Oh my days. I literally can't stop it. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it's actually feeling pretty heavy right now. Oh my God, it's going absolutely miles away. Christ. It's pulling again. It is literally pulling again. Oh my God. God, I haven't had a fish take line like that for a long, long time. Wow. What a powerful fish. Where is it going? Oh my God, it is so far out. I reckon that has taken 100 yards of line. God, it's absolutely miles away. That is absolutely insane how much line that's just taken. The problem now is I've got a lot of line out in the water and it's trying to kite left. And if it kites in fast to my left and goes down the bank, it's going to get pretty awkward. So I'm going to try and hopefully gain some line back on it. Not really supposed to be using the platforms at the moment because there were loads of issues with everything getting flooded, but hopefully it's all right. I haven't got a lot of choice, if I'm honest. Oh, don't go along there. There's a load of trees along my left. Oh, I'm really worried he's going to try and get in there now. Come on, come out, come out. Come out. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Oh my God, what a fight. Oh, my heart is absolutely pounding. Oh, what a hell of a fight. Yes, he's coming out. Oh, jeez. Problem now is I've got that other rod down there. Oh, okay, it does look all right. Oh, that does look like a nice fish, that. Oh, come on, get in that net. Get in that net. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, Get in that net. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that might be a 30, that. Looks like a nice fish, that. Oh man, what a fight that was. Oh, that's mega. What a scrap. Oh jeez, my heart's absolutely pounding. Oh man. Full on solid bag. Oh, that was on that amino smoke as well. I put a load of the amino smoke into that rod and bang. Bite really quick. What a result. What a result. There we are then, there's the result of that take and that absolute battle royale. This girl put up an absolute fight and a half, stripped the line off, and yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed. Not quite as big as I thought she was going to be, but £28.14, she's still a nice fish. An absolute result that, so really happy. Let's spin around and have a look at the other side. What an absolute mega fish. Proper chunk this one, mega proportions. Definitely going to be a big girl in the future. And normally when they go over £30, the capturer gets to name them. And I've been lucky enough to name a few. But I think if someone catches this one again, which is more than likely going to be £30, I think she should be called the Beast, because she absolutely beasted me, and I'm sure she'd beast someone else. But what a mega fish. Really happy with that. And yeah, solid bag's doing a business after recasting them. So anyway, let's get her home and let's see if we can catch another one. Thanks very much, mate. Wow, what a result. Lovely fish. Look at that breeze block of a thing. Mega carp, aren't they? Anyway, let's let her go home. Off she goes. Oh, result. Oh, I don't know, I've done my back right in. Cool. Then again, probably didn't help I've been doing deadlifts this week. Done enough heavy lifting, but I'm not going to complain. Well, the rods are no longer in the pond, and that is because they are lent against the bivvy. Reason for that is I'm actually going to go for a little bit of a walk. So I've zipped up the home and put the door down just in case it starts raining, as the weather is so unpredictable nowadays. But yeah, I'm going to just go for a little bit of a walk around just to see if there's any fish holding up anywhere else that I haven't seen. If not, I will come back in the swim and put the rods back out ready for this evening. But I just want to have a quick look around, also have a little bit of a walk, stretch the legs a bit, and just see if we can find anything. So let's get on the move and see what we can find. Right, well, I've had a good scout about, and to be honest, I've not seen a lot. I think I've seen some tench possibly feeding down in the bottom corner where it's a bit warmer off the wind. It's a lovely little sheltered corner swim, but other than that, I've not seen a lot. To be fair though, the tench in here are absolutely mega. There's some really big fish. Pretty sure there's some doubles in here. I've had them up to 9-12, I think, which is actually my PB. But I think Hugh's had a 9-14 or thereabouts, so there are some really big tench in here, but that's not what we're after today. And I'll be honest, I've not really seen any carp anywhere else, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make my way back to the swim and I'm going to get the rods back out. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just fish them all three out to that area where I've had that bite so far, put them all on solid bags, all three rods on solid bags, and just fish out to that area, because clearly there's something out there. Hopefully there's a few more knocking around and we can have one. So let's get back to the swim and let's get the rods back in the pond.
Just jumping in to announce the latest winner for our current giveaway. We announced a giveaway a couple of videos ago where you could win 50 quid of DNA products. Instead of picking something ourselves and let you win that, we decided to actually just give you 50 quid, which you could let us know what you wanted and essentially spend off of the DNA website. So yeah, you have 50 quid to obviously go and spend on whatever you wanted, whether that was 5 kilo of boilie, a couple of kilo of boilie, some pellets, maybe some liquids, whatever it was, some hook baits, you know, whatever you fancied, you could go and pick it up, and obviously we'll get it sent out to you. So anyway, I thought I'd better announce the winner. So all you had to do was let us know what you wanted to use and where you were going to take it, what venue. So you basically had to let us know what your shopping list was and where you were going to take that bait and try and give it a go and catch yourself a few fish. So loads of you got involved. I think we had just shy of 400 comments, so again a nice amount of people getting involved on the video, so thank you very much for that. And anyway, yeah, it's time to announce the winner. So I've actually got to use a different comment picker today because the one that I normally use doesn't seem to be working. So I am using YouTube Random Comment Picker by pickerwinner.co. So just in case anyone wondered. But basically all I do is I take the link for the video, I put it into the comment picker, and then I select things like duplicates and a few bits and bobs so I don't get, you know, so it's even, you don't get extra chances of winning. Then it hit pick a winner and it basically chooses someone. So anyway, here we go, let's pick a winner. So the winner is Andy Wally 3669. I think that's how you say that right. I'll put the name up on the screen. But Andy Wally 3669, and he said, thought about using DNA before but reluctant to spend money as I know as I make my own boilies. If I was going to use them, I'd go for the biggest size boilies you do in 5 kilo of bug. Maybe match the hatch pop up some Canada's liquid. Going to Norton Disney at the end of May, so it would be nice on there. Nice fish, by the way. Little fish emoji and one of those. So anyway, there you go. Andy, I think it's Wally 3669. You are the winner for this month's competition, mate. Thanks very much for entering. Obviously, get in touch with us. Drop us a DM. And we're obviously just see what you want to get and obviously get that sent out to you. But anyway, thanks for everyone that entered in the competition. There will be another one in next week's video, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. And yes, as always, we'll be running competitions throughout the month of 2024, so there's always a chance to win something yourselves. Anyway, that is the end of it, so back to the video.
I've got 2 rods out already, 2 solids out towards where that fish came from. I'm just going to put the third one out now. This one's actually got a different mix in it. This has got some of the new crayfish heavy ground bait in, which is quite a dense like ground bait and stick mix. It's got a few little bits of pellet in it as well, and I've laced it up with some of the amino smoke. But I'm going to punch this one out. Obviously it's a darker feed, looks a little bit different, so we're going to send that one out there, and be interesting to see if that one does the business. Nice. That went out like an absolute bullet, huh? Well, the light is starting to go now, and I reckon we've probably got about half hour until it's going to be dark. It's that sort of prime time now where it looks like it could go rattling off at any point, really. Now, I've been watching the water most of the day as much as I can, and I've only seen one proper show, and that was actually over on the far side. Now, a member was actually in the swim with me at the time. We were having a chat and he saw it, and he was actually looking at getting in. So he has gone over to that swim on the far side and dropped in there, which I don't blame him. It was a good idea, to be fair, having seen one show over there. But other than that, yeah, it's been pretty quiet. Like, the fish just haven't been giving themselves away today. I had a bit of a walk around earlier as well. Seen a bit of fizz in the corner, but I think that was probably tench. Didn't look like carp. Didn't really see anything else really. So yeah, they've been very sort of quiet on the shows, but they can be like that sometimes. Don't know whether that storm last night maybe has sort of put them off a little bit and they're not so active. It's hard to know really. But one thing I did want to just mention on when you're sort of looking for signs of fish, I have mentioned it in previous videos, but I think it's quite important. And what I tend to do when I'm watching the water is I look as far as I can. So for example, like I look at the far horizon. So on this lake, for example, I can see the far bank pretty much everywhere in front of me. So when I'm looking for fish, what I do is I focus on the far bank and then just scan along, just the far bank, just looking along. That way, if something shows between me and the far bank, I'm going to pick it up. I might not pick it up perfectly because I'm essentially looking at the far bank, but I will definitely see something. Whereas if you're only looking halfway across the lake and something shows on the far side of the lake, the chances are you're going to miss it because your vision's not focusing on that kind of full range of the picture, if you get what I mean. So yeah, it's just something to think about when you're watching the water, to try and sort of look as far as you can, and that way you should pick up something within your vision then if it does show. And what you can then do is, if you do see something or you think you've seen something, you can then sort of pull your vision to where you think you've seen it and then focus on that point for a while, and then you never know, it might show again and you can then confirm that it was a fish or not. So that's how I tend to sort of look at the water in front of me. I try and sort of scan as much of the water as I can in one go, and by looking at the far side, you are literally looking across the whole width of the lake then, and there's more chance of you actually picking up on something. So just a little bit of food for thought. If it's something that is a bit more, you know, new to you, or you've not really thought of it like that, then that's what I do. I literally focus on the far bank, have a look around, and that way I'm generally going to see whatever shows then between me and the far bank. So a little bit of food for thought. But anyway, it is like I said, getting on now. It's going to be getting dark soon. I am going to be getting in the bag quite quickly because I am really tired, but I'm going to probably have another tin of Thatcher's. I've already had a bit of food, so yeah, I'm going to just sort of watch the water now, wait for that light to go, and I think when that light goes, I'll probably be getting in the bag and getting a bit of sleep. Hopefully I will get disturbed in the night. If not, it'd be nice to have a bite in the morning to wake me up, but hopefully we'll have another one to finish off the session. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So, and let's make it an absolute chunk, because that would be even better. But anyway, I'm going to finish off my tin and I will catch up with you a little bit later. Probably in the morning, hopefully with a fish and not just a coffee update, but I can't promise anything, so we'll see how we get on. Anyway, back to the Thatchers. That one's empty. I need another one. It is a coffee update this morning. Yes, sadly, I haven't got you a fish to show for my efforts last night. It was a miserable night. It poured down most of the night. Very, very wet and windy. And yeah, very miserable. But I was tucked up, having a nice kip because I was absolutely shattered last night. So to be honest, I must have had 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And I'm feeling quite nice this morning. So to be honest, I'm quite happy with that. But it would have been nice to get disturbed. It hasn't happened, but it is what it is. So I've actually just had my neighbour next door down to my right in the boat swim, which was the swim that I fished when I was here last time. And he's actually got a bit of a special one in the net, and he's just asked if I can come round and help him with doing the weigh-in and some photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my coffee, and I'm going to let him sort himself out, and I'm going to pop round there, see if I can get a bit of footage. I'm going to help him with the photos and the weigh-in, and I think it could be a bit of a good one. So it's going to be nice to go and see. So let's finish this off, and I'll pop round and go and have a look what's going on.
Bang on 50. Bang on 50? Yeah.
Hang on.
On the other side?
Yeah. No, behave. Going down.
What a nice problem to have. Did you pass that antiseptic stuff? Yeah. Look. That one's my oil cold, that one. There you go. Cheers. Mate, just going back. A monster.
Well done, mate.
Excellent. Thanks for your help. Much appreciated.
No worries. Cracking fish, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if it's one of the known ones, but
yeah, I
guess
would
it
have
must
thought
be,
it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, what an absolute unit that was. I'm absolutely chuffed to have seen that. That was really, really impressive. And you know what? Fair play to the guy. Mega fish. Great result. He's been on here a few years. I'll be honest, I can't remember his name. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. But what a fish. And nice to have been able to be part of that and take some photos for him. And also get a bit of footage, because I'm sure I'd like to see that fish as well. So, yeah, what a result. £45.10. What an absolute chunk. That is a new lake record. And this place is just going to start turning them up all the time now, I think. I'm a little bit frustrated that I'm obviously going to be moving on, but at the same time, I hope I can come back in the future and fish for these fish when they are bigger again. And it's going to be a bit more of a challenge as well, because I imagine the bigger the fish get, the more they get fished for, they're going to get trickier and harder to catch. So maybe when I come back again in the future, if I do, the fish are going to be obviously a much different sort of proposition then. It's going to be harder, it's going to be trickier, and hopefully it'll make the fishing different for myself as well. So anyway, absolutely mega to see that fish. What a result, what a fish. And would you believe he caught it off the area that I'd put my bait in the last time I was here. He'd had it literally around the same sort of distance from where I was fishing. It just goes to show you, sometimes you're doing everything right, but the fish just are not there, or they're not switched on and they're not feeding. And so just keep plugging, keep persevering, and you never know, you also could be holding up a fish like that. And hopefully one day I will be holding up a fish like that. But yeah, absolutely chuffed to see that. Really nice way to round off this session. I've got a couple of hours to go now. I'm going to just start doing a bit of a slow pack down, have a coffee, and yeah, just slowly pack things down, and then we're going to be hitting the road. But yeah, what a wicked roundup to the session. I didn't catch that chunk myself. There's still a bit of time, but I did get to see the A team, and that's the king of the pond at the moment. So what an absolute result. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, go and have a coffee, start packing things down, and hopefully before we go, I will have another fish to show you. But at least I did have a fish to show you, even though it wasn't mine. Anyway, let's crack on. Right then, I've just signed out, and it is time to go home. The weather has been absolutely miserable, and I'm filming this on the GoPro because I don't want to get the SLR wet. But essentially, I didn't have anything else this morning. I've not been able to do a lot. The weather's been terrible. It's been raining most of the morning. I sat it out as long as I could in the hope the rain would stop, but it hasn't, and I've had to pack up in the wet. I've got soaked, the kit is soaked, and I've got to go home and get it all dried out. Now, hopefully you like the video. I haven't done a lot of filming this morning because the weather has just been absolutely terrible. But anyway, it's nice to have had one. It's not been a blank, and yeah, I've enjoyed getting out for a couple of nights. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up and show you some love. And if you're new to the channel, remember to smash that subscribe button. I'll be getting out on the bank soon again. There'll be a video next week at 6:30 on Tuesday. And until then, get out yourselves, enjoy your fishing, and be lucky. See you next week.